Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the world of American luxury, Cadillac. Cadillac knows how to make a statement. And what better way than with a price tag that makes your eyes water? We're counting down the top 10 most expensive Cadillacs ever made. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Kicking off our list is a car that screams elegance and Riviera. Though it never made it to production, people still drool. A four-door convertible from 2011. Designed to evoke classic Cadillacs with a modern twist. Loaded with futuristic features for its time. A hybrid powertrain with a twin-turbocharged V6 engine and a retractable hardtop. The interior looks like a luxury yacht. What sets the seal apart is its sheer size, measuring over 18 feet long, perfect for cruising the French Riviera. Though it never made it to production, people still drool over it. Now let's talk about what makes the seal so special. One of the first things you'll notice is its stunning design. The long, flowing lines, the massive grille, the suicide doors, it's all very dramatic. Cadillac wanted to create a car that would make people stop and stare. The seal is a hybrid, combining a twin-turbocharged V6 engine with an electric motor. This setup gives the car a total output of 425 horsepower. It's a beautiful blend of classic and modern design, luxury, and performance. Coming in at number 2 on our list is the stunning Cadillac 16 concept was a bold statement from Cadillac, It paid homage to Cadillac's V16 powered cars of the 1930s while showcasing future vision. The 16 concept was a massive, imposing luxury sedan. It featured sleek aerodynamic design with classic Cadillac styling cues. Under the hood, a bespoke 13.6-liter V16 engine. This engine produced 1,000 horsepower and 1,000 pound-feet of torque. The 16 concept was a bold statement from Cadillac, pushing the boundaries of automotive engineering. The Cadillac 16 wasn't just about brute force. The interior featured hand-stitched leather, real wood trim, and cutting-edge technology. One standout feature was the Bulgari clock. It had a unique mechanism to keep accurate time. Though never produced, it inspired future Cadillac models. So, the Cadillac Escala concept. Unveiled back in 2016, this was a big deal for Cadillac. It's a four-door sedan with a coupe-like roofline. Check out that massive grille and the wild, slim LED headlights. The design is clean and smooth. Cadillac aimed for a modern, sophisticated look. It hints at Cadillac's future design language. Now let's step inside. The interior of the Escala concept is just as impressive as the exterior. It's got this really minimalist design, but it's still incredibly luxurious. You've got high-end materials everywhere you look, like leather, wood, and metal. And then there's the technology. There's a massive curved OLED display that stretches across the entire dashboard. The Escala concept definitely delivers on that front. All right, moving on to the Cadillac El Mirage concept. This one debuted in 2013. And it was a real head-turner. It's a two-door coupe with a long, sleek hood and a short rear deck. Cadillac was clearly going for a more emotional design here. The El Mirage is just a gorgeous car. It's got these beautiful flowing lines and a really aggressive stance. The interior is luxurious yet sporty. Under the hood, it packs a 4.5-liter twin-turbocharged V8 engine. It's the perfect blend of luxury and performance. Now, just like the Escala, Cadillac never in many of Cadillac's current production cars. However, experts estimated that if it were to go into production, it would likely cost somewhere in the range of $150,000 to $200,000. That's a lot of money, but for a car this stunning and powerful, it might just be worth it. Of course, the El Mirage concept never actually made it to production, but it did have a lasting impact on Cadillac's design language. You can see elements of the El Mirage's design in many of Cadillac's current production cars, like the CT6 and the XT5. So even though the El Mirage never saw the light of day as a production car, its legacy lives on. And that's a testament to just how influential this concept car really was. It showed the world that Cadillac was still capable of building beautiful, powerful, and luxurious cars. All right, now let's talk about a car that actually did sedan from 0 to 60 in just 3.8 Blackwing. This was a special car for a number of reasons. First off, it was the most powerful Cadillac ever made at the time of its release. Under the hood, it packed a hand-built 4.2-liter twin-turbocharged V8 engine, codenamed Blackwing. And get this engine cranked out a whopping 550 horsepower and 640 pound-feet of torque. That's enough power to launch this luxury sedan from 0 to 60 in just 3.8 seconds. That's seriously quick for any car, let alone a full-size luxury sedan. But the CT6V Blackwing wasn't just about straight-line speed. It also featured a performance-tuned all-wheel drive system, a 10-speed automatic transmission, and Brembo brakes, so it could handle corners just as well as it could accelerate. Cadillac really went all out with this car, and it showed. The CT6V Blackwing was a true driver's car that just happened to be wrapped in a luxurious package. The CT6V Blackwing wasn't all about performance. It was packed with luxury features, as you'd expect from Cadillac. Inside, you'd find high-end materials like leather, wood, and carbon fiber. It came loaded with the latest technology and advanced safety features. The CT6V Blackwing wasn't cheap, starting at just under $90,000. It was a limited production model, available only for 2019 and 2020. It's got the luxury and performance to rival the best, but flies under the radar. Alright guys, coming in at number 6 on our list of the most expensive Cadillac cars ever made, we have the CTS-V. This was a real-deal, production-ready sports sedan. The CTS-V was all about performance. It packed a supercharged V8 engine with over 640 horsepower. It could go from 0 to 60 in just under 4 seconds. It handled like it was on rails, thanks to its sport-tuned suspension and upgraded brakes. The CTS-V wasn't exactly cheap. It's stickered for around $90,000. Now, let's step inside the CTS-V and see what it was listing down the highway at 150 miles per hour. Meaning it was luxurious and comfortable, but with a sporty edge. You got leather seats, carbon fiber trim, and all the latest tech features, like navigation, Bluetooth, and a premium sound system. One thing I always loved about Cadillac interiors was their attention to detail. They used high-quality materials and everything felt well put together. The CTS-V was no exception. It felt like a special car to sit in, even if you weren't blasting down the highway at 150 miles per hour. Overall, the Cadillac CTS-V was a serious performance car that just happened to wear a Cadillac badge. It was fast, it handled great, and it was surprisingly luxurious. It's definitely one of the coolest Cadillacs ever made, and it deserves its spot on this list. But wait, there's more. Up next, we've got another high-performance Cadillac that's sure to get your heart racing. Stick around. All right, folks, next up at number 7 on our list of priciest 443 horsepower. Now, the XL. Now, this car was a bit of a departure for Cadillac. It was a 2-seater hardtop convertible that was aimed directly at the likes of the Mercedes-Benz SL and the Lexus SC. The XLR-V was all about style and luxury. It had a sleek, sculpted body that looked like it was designed to slice through the air. And under the hood, it packed a supercharged Northstar V8 engine that cranked out an impressive 443 horsepower. Now, the XLR-V wasn't exactly a lightweight. It tipped the scales at over 4,000 pounds. But despite its heft, it could still scoot from 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds. And thanks to its magnetic ride control suspension, it delivered a surprisingly comfortable ride, even over rough pavement. But all that luxury and performance came at a price. When it was new, the XLR-V carried a sticker price of over $100,000. That made it one of the most expensive Cadillacs ever sold. So what made the XLR-V so special? Well, control and stability control. The XLR on the market at the time, and unlike some other retractable hardtops, the XLR-V's top folded away neatly into the trunk without eating up too much cargo space. Inside, the XLR-V was pure Cadillac luxury. You got heated and cooled leather seats, a Bose sound system, and a navigation system with a pop-up screen. And of course, being a Cadillac, it was loaded with all the latest safety features like traction control and stability control. The XLR-V might not have been the most practical car in the world, but it was definitely a head-turner. It was a car that made a statement. And for a brief time, it was the flagship of the Cadillac lineup. But the XLR-V wasn't long for this world. It was discontinued in 2009, after a relatively short production run, but it remains a unique and interesting footnote in Cadillac's history. Coming in at number 8 on our list, we have a car that took under the hood lurked a twin-turbocharged V6 engine. This was Cadillac's answer to the BMW M3 and the Mercedes-Benz C63 AMG, and let me tell you, it was a serious contender. Unlike some of the other cars on this list, the ATS-V wasn't a big, comfy cruiser. this was a compact sports sedan that was designed for one thing: to go fast. And boy, could it ever go fast. Under the hood lurked a twin-turbocharged V6 engine that pumped out a whopping 464 horsepower. That was enough to rocket the ATS-V from 0 to 60 in just 3.8 seconds, which is seriously quick, even by today's standards. But the ATS-V wasn't just about straight-line speed. It handled like a dream, too. It had a near-perfect weight distribution, a sport-tuned suspension, and massive brakes that could bring it to a stop on a dime. And let's not forget about the sound. This thing sounded absolute. But for that price, you were getting a seriously killing, aggressive exhaust note that was sure to turn heads wherever you went. But the ATS-V wasn't just a one-trick pony. It was also surprisingly comfortable and refined when you wanted it to be. The interior was well appointed with high-quality materials, and it offered a decent amount of space for both passengers and cargo. Sure, the ATS-V wasn't exactly cheap. When it was new, it started at around $60,000. But for that price, you were getting a seriously capable sports sedan that could hold its own against the best from Germany. The ATS-V proved that Cadillac could build a world-class performance car. It was a shame that it was discontinued after a relatively short run, but it left a lasting impression on the automotive world. Number 9 on our list is the Cadillac STS-V, a blend of luxury and performance. Cadillac's attempt to take on the BMW M5 and Mercedes E63 AMG. With a supercharged 4.4-liter Northstar V8, it had 469 horsepower, 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds. Inside, hand-stitched leather, heated and cooled seats, and a navigation system. Originally priced around $65,000. Now, a more attainable way to experience Cadillac luxury. Now let's talk quirks and features, because the STS-V, one feature I really appreciate is the head-up, rather unique placement of the cup holders. They're tucked up high, almost flanking the navigation screen. Not the most ergonomic design, but hey, at least you've got cup holders. Another interesting quirk is the electronic parking brake. It's not a button or a lever like you might expect. Instead, it's this little rocker switch hidden away on the center console. Definitely not the most intuitive design, but it's something you'd get used to. One feature I really appreciate is the head-up display. It projects vital information like your speed and navigation directions onto the windshield, right in your line of sight. It's a feature that's becoming more common these days, but back then it was pretty high-tech. Overall, the Cadillac STS-V was a valiant effort from Cadillac to compete with the established German performance sedans. It may not have been a sales success, but it offered a compelling combination of luxury, performance, and a touch of Cadillac quirkiness. And now, for our final entry on this list of the exclusivity. These cars were massive, designed to transport their occupants in absolute comfort and Wood 60 Special. This car represents an era when Cadillac was at the pinnacle of American luxury, and the 60 Special was one of their most prestigious offerings. Produced from 1938 to 1996, the Fleetwood 60 Special went through numerous iterations and redesigns, but it always remained true to its core values: luxury, comfort, and exclusivity. These cars were massive, opulent, and oozed with presence. Under the hood, you'd find a variety of powerful V8 engines depending on the year and model. These engines were known for their smoothness and torque, providing effortless acceleration for these large and in-charge automobiles. But the real highlight of the Fleetwood 60 Special was always its interior. We're talking acres of leather, plush carpeting, and enough chrome accents to make a 1950s diner blush. These cars were designed to transport their occupants in absolute comfort and style, and they did so with aplomb. Now, trying to pin down the most expensive Cadillac fleet details and those iconic bullet taillights, can fetch a wide range of prices at auction, depending on the year, condition, and rarity. However, some of the most desirable and valuable models are the early ones, particularly from the late 1950s and early 1960s. These were the peak years for the tail fin craze, and the Fleetwood 60 Special wore those fins with particular flair. We're talking about cars with massive rear fenders, intricate chrome details, and those iconic bullet taillights. They're like rolling pieces of automotive sculpture. In pristine condition, these classic Cadillac Fleetwood 60 Specials can easily fetch six figures at auction, with some particularly rare or desirable examples going for even more. So there you have it, the Cadillac Fleetwood 60 Special, a car that represents the pinnacle of American luxury from a bygone era, and a fitting way to round out our list of the most expensive Cadillac cars ever. Well, there you have it, folks. The top 10 most expensive Cadillac cars ever made. From futuristic concepts to high-performance sedans and classic land yachts, Cadillac has never been afraid to push the boundaries of luxury and performance, even if it meant a hefty price tag. Which one of these Cadillac masterpieces caught your eye? Let me know down in the comments below. And while you're there, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more awesome car content. Until next time, thanks for watching. Thanks for